Now, for a little bit of background again, we step outside the New Testament and we hear the words of Paul's contemporary, Seneca, the philosopher, writing from Rome. He says this: Lucius Annaeus Seneca, advisor to Imperator Nero in Rome, to Marcus Antonius Felix, procurator of Palestine in Caesarea. I write to caution you. If you are wise, you'll use the information contained herein to temper your arrogance and serve with better judgment. If not, you'll suffer what judgment you will. As the imperial treasurer, and more significantly, as a favorite of Agrippina, the wife and the mother of emperors, your brother Pallas has been a political force in Rome. It may not be common knowledge, but we know, don't we, Felix, that you received the governorship of Judea and Jerusalem by means of his influence? It is very common knowledge, however, that Pallas has used his position to serve himself, selling offices, extorting bribes by threats, bringing charges against rich men whose estates he covets. And presently, it is knowledge known to no one, although soon it will be common to all, that the Emperor Nero is about to remove your brother from his office as treasurer. This is the information which wisdom will consider and folly will ignore. For when Marcus Antonius Pallas departs this palace, though he will remain a shamefully wealthy man, his force and his influence must diminish. Your Roman boat is springing leaks. Henceforward, Felix, you neglect wise governance at your personal peril. Yesterday, we received the prisoner you sent from Judea, one Eleazar, son of Danaeus, whom your written dispatch defines as the leader of a great company of robbers. Robbers, you write, who torch the villages and steal the goods of their own people. Surely, a robber is not to be trusted, least of all when he's defending himself, nor could I ever abide the behavior of these passionate Jews. The less religious they, the better it is for me. Nevertheless, Felix, procurator, I find a certain credibility in the man, intelligence, articulation, a balanced mind, and his version of his arrest contradicts yours significantly. He says you seized him by treachery. He says you promised him safety if he would come to you to discuss the causes of Jewish unrest. He says that when he did come, relying upon your word, you drew him into the courts of the praetorium and trapped him, surrounding him with more than 40 soldiers, that you bound him, imprisoned him, then sent him to Rome. He also says that, far from suffering violence at the hands of his company, the poor people of Judea are his company, joining him more and more, the more and more you, Felix, with indiscrimination, crucify them. He says this is how you govern, by killing your subjects, the good and the bad alike. Whom shall I believe? The procurator or the robber? Before you answer that question, be advised of a final fact, that your own centurion, in whose custody the robber was brought to Rome, agrees completely with the robber One word to a wise man is sufficient. But look, I have given you two.